Hi, this is Tino with Bluesy News. We're at Winter NAMM 2015. I'm at Panama Guitars with Rabea. Rabea, what's new?
First and foremost, I should introduce the cabs. All our cabs are built with sustainably sourced tonewoods. So yeah, what we're looking at here is an oversized 112. This is blue Zorro. We use all exotic tonewoods for the fronts of our cabs. All our cabs come with built-in attenuation, so you can attenuate the speaker, meaning you can drive your tube amp harder and able to get those tube-driven tones. So that's really cool. You can see this removable grill if you want to be able to accurately mic up your speaker when you're at home or when you're at a gig. And the Tonewood series cabs also have a convertible open back feature, meaning that you can drastically change the bass response of your speaker cab. We also have Road series cabs, which are basically built and designed to be on the road, like this. It's just a solid cedar wood cab with a fixed grille. Still has attenuation, doesn't have the open back and that makes it a little bit more affordable. Okay, so we can move on to amps. So the first amp I want to talk about is the Shaman, which is our kind of flagship 20 watt beast, basically. Starting from clean, we have 2 channels, and each channel has its own voicing. So you can do clean, push clean, then you've got crunch, and then high gain. You can switch it down to 10 watts on each channel independently, and they also have an independent EQ. And then we also have our own harmonic content limiter feature, which essentially allows you to add a little bit of harmonic limiting compression to the sort of tone of the guitar amp. So you can select a sort of different frequency range and go between symmetrical and asymmetrical. Sounds really complicated, it just sweetens up the tone of the amplifier really nicely. And then we've got its sort of bigger brother, and this is the Shaman Retro, and this is basically aimed at guys that like, you know, the Fender Bassman kind of tweed amps, the Vox AC30 users, but you know, like, there's not a lot of gain in this amplifier, but what there is a really sweet saturated tone for like blues players. It's great for jazz and country guys. Moving on, we've got the Fuego, which is our most affordable amp in the range. It's a 15 watt all our amps are tube EL84 based amplifiers with ECC83 preamp tubes, and this is our 15 watt model. It's a 2-channel amp. It's got a beautiful spanky clean tone, and then a kind of hot rodded JCM 800 sort of heavier tone, gain tone. And as you can see, they're all beautifully finished with different exotic woods like the blue Zorro and the bloodwood. And then we move on to our sort of biggest amplifier in the range, and this is the Inferno, and it is kind of aimed at the kind of hard rock and metal players. It's powered by 2 6550 power tubes, and then we have the 12AX7 in the preamp again. It's a 4-channel amplifier, and we have a universal bright switch, and then each channel has independent gain and EQ. We have an independent volume for each channel. And then we also have presence and depth boost, which is sort of a low mid, just adds around 200 hertz, gives you a bit more punch in the tone. And yeah, this thing is 100 watts, and it just sounds great. I mean, I've been playing it through mainly the clean channel, even though there's so much gain, you don't know what to do with it. It's a really, really good product. We also have our own speaker drivers.
Which you manufacture yourself,
yeah,
right?
These are our own, so this is the neodymium.
And that's aged already?
Yeah, these are already pre-aged, so you don't have to wear them in. But if you hold that, it's really light. There's not a lot of weight to it.
Yeah.
So for guys that are touring and being on the road a lot, having a cab with these in, you don't really sacrifice your tone because they're made to sound good, and also they're really light, so it's not too bad on the back. So we have, this is the monitor wedge. Now, this is a cool little invention that we came up with at this time last year. And basically what it does is you put it into your speaker out on your amplifier, as well as say you're running a 212 and you can plug this into the other speaker out, and it's controlled via attenuator on the front. So if it's too loud, you just pull it down, and it stands in front of you. You know, you can control it on your own, and it's got a heavy grill on, so you can put your foot there and rock out, and it's nice and weighty. So that's really cool. And we also started manufacturing our own bass cabs as well. So we've got 410 with a tweeter, we've got the 215, and then we've got aluminium cone 2x10. Basically, all really affordable, boutique quality gear.
Where can we find you? What's your website?
So go to panamaguitars.com to find out all the latest news about the products and what we're doing and what the plans are for 2015. Likewise, we have YouTube, Twitter, and Facebook, which is YouTube, Twitter, and Facebook / Panama Guitars. And I also have my own YouTube channel where I do demo reviews of all the gear, and that's youtube.com / Rabea Afro.
Thank you, Rabea. Tino from Winter NAMM 2015 Bluesy News.